everybody, this is Terry, Joy on a Mountain, and tonight I'm going to cook Mexican shredded beef tacos. It's really simple. You can cook it in a crock pot. You can just put the roast beef in the crock pot for about 6 to 8 hours, and then put it on tacos and just put your toppings like your lettuce, your cilantro, tomatoes and onions. It's very good. Or you can cook it in an Instant Pot, which is only an hour, or cook it above the stove for about 2 to 4 hours. So let's get started. What you need is a 2 to 4 pound of roast. I think I have a 2.25 pound of roast, and you can get any roast, chuck roast, top round roast, anything, and then you have your spices in the bowl and stir it up real good. And then in a separate measuring cup, you put your beef broth in. I would say about 3/4 to a cup of beef broth. It just depends how you cook it. For the Instant Pot, you would use a little bit more beef broth. And then 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And I'm going to show you what I'm using. On this tomato paste, it's in a tube, and it's so convenient. And this is called Cento, C-E-N-T-O. And it's double concentrated tomato paste. And like I said, for this recipe, it's just 2 tablespoons. So you just take it out and squeeze it out for 2 tablespoons, and then you put the top back on and put it in the refrigerator. And this is so convenient. Then open up a can of tomato paste. So give you a tip on that. So for the tomato paste and beef broth, I'm going to stir it up together. Mix it up real good. Okay, I decided to cook this recipe in an Instant Pot, and I just put just a little bit of cooking oil. I would say maybe a tablespoon at the bottom, and I'm going to put my roast at the bottom of the Instant Pot. Okay, the spices that I mixed, we'll go ahead and tell you real quick. This is 2 tablespoons of chili powder, a 1/2 tablespoon of onion powder. Since I'm using 2 and a little bit of 2 pounds, a little over 2 pounds of the roast, I use a 1/2 teaspoon of salt per pound. So a little over a teaspoon of salt. 2 tablespoons of cumin powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Okay, so I'm going to put half these spices that I mixed together on one side of the roast. Okay, and then I'm going to take my bones and flip it over. And then I put the remaining spices on the other side. And make sure you get to the edges around the roast. Make sure it's covered with the spices. Okay. And now we are going to pour the beef broth on top of the spices and the meat mixture. And we'll go ahead and plug in the Instant Pot. And what we need to do, we're going to use the manual setting. And we are going to set this for 60 minutes. Put the top on. And make sure that your seal button is start for sealing. Okay, and then we'll just wait for the Instant Pot to do their thing, and we'll wait for the 60 minutes is up. Okay, the meat is done, the 60 minutes is out, and now I'm just letting my Instant Pot sit and let it just do the natural release from the pressure cooker. Now I'm just gonna let it sit for 15 minutes, and then I'll go ahead and take the meat out of the Instant Pot and shred it, and then put the meat back in the Instant Pot. So while I'm waiting for the natural release for the Instant Pot, I'm gonna go ahead and warm up some taco shells. Now I don't have the small one, so I have a big one. This is the Extreme Wellness High Fiber. It's gluten free, and it's made by OLE Mexican Foods. And I'm going to warm this up with some coconut oil, and this is the coconut oil I'm using. This organic coconut oil. So I'm just going to put just a little bit in the pan, and I'm going to warm it up on both sides. Took the top off the Instant Pot, and this is what it looks like, and the meat in with the juices. So I'm going to take the meat out and put it in a pan, and what I'm going to do here is shred the meat and put the meat back in the crock pot in with the juice, and then I'll add 1 juice of a lime. Now I'm going to pour in the juice of a lime, and then stir it up very well in with the juice. There we go. Don't that look really good? I can imagine the more it sits in this juice, the more tender the meat will be. Okay, now I'm gonna start putting my taco together. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start putting my tacos together. Now, I do have 1 big taco, so I'll probably have just 1 big one instead of a small one. cut up some tomatoes and onions. The tomatoes are my very last tomatoes from my tomato plant. You can put cilantro, put any type of topping. Put one more here. Oh gosh, don't that look beautiful? I'm going to take my spoon and take some of this juice and put it on top. Here we go. And there it is. This is so good. The meat is really tender. You don't need a lot of spices, but all the spices in the meat is very good. Very good. So I hope you try this and let me know how you like it. And that's it for today. And I'll talk to you next week. And have a blessed week. Bye-bye.